Hello everybody, my name is Brian. Imagine being kidnapped, tied up, beaten, starved, and forced at gunpoint to engage in various sexual acts with complete strangers. Imagine this happening to your little sister or some other relative in your family. Scary, isn't it? Human sex trafficking, defined by the FBI as modern-day slavery, is a realistic, horrifying, and personally scarring event that takes place every single day, going unnoticed by many in the United States. I will be informing you today of the magnitude of the problem of human sex trafficking, and with examples from two real-life stories of two young girls that were trafficked here in the United States, showing the dangers that children and women face. Now let's look into how big the problem of human sex trafficking is in the United States. 100,000 to 300,000 children are trafficked in the United States each year, according to the Department of Justice. This map from slaverymap.org shows the reported incidents of trafficking in each state, but it's not reflective of all incidences. It's impossible to determine a total number, an exact total number, because so many incidences go unreported. It's designed to show the frequency of sex trafficking within the United States and is used to teach people to fight against this modern-day slavery by reporting an incident in a specific area. As you can see on the map, some states have higher numbers than others, such as California, which has 86 incidences reported. Our own area, the tri-state area, has 85, and Virginia has 80. According to FBI.org, in 2009, a 3-day operation across 36 cities and 20 divisions in the FBI around the United States led to the recovery of 52 children who were being victimized through prostitution. Additionally, nearly 700 others, including 60 pimps, were arrested in local and state charges. This shows that these children that are captured and trafficked are being prostituted all over the country. This makes it harder for police and other authorities to find these victims, and also harder to prosecute the ones that are actually doing the trafficking. While on the aspect of prostitution, those trafficked are not always looked at as victims. According to the Department of Justice, in 2006, 1,600 children were arrested for prostitution. According to Bridget Carr, who is a clinical assistant professor of law at the University of Michigan Law School and a member of the Michigan Human Trafficking Task Force, believes that children should not be viewed as criminals because they are being forced into prostitution and being victimized against their will. She says, quote, "Sellers of sex, especially when they are children, should not be guilty of criminal violation. Buyers and pimps should be the only individuals at risk of criminal penalties. This would ensure that no victims are arrested or jailed." End quote. So now you know what human trafficking is and the extent of the problem. Now I'll share with you real-life examples showcasing who trafficking happens to, with stories of two girls that were trafficked here in the United States. The first example is of a 15-year-old female named Debbie, who was interviewed by ABC Primetime. Her story starts off by her receiving a phone call from a friend saying that she was going to come by her house and give her a visit in her Phoenix, Arizona home. When she does, Debbie comes outside and is immediately abducted from her own driveway from this girl after being pushed in a car, and two men inside tie her up and tell her to be quiet. They would hold a gun to her head. She was drugged and raped by numerous men that came in and out of the apartment that the captors were holding her in. Debbie was literally treated like a dog, being force-fed a dog biscuit, kept in a dog kennel, and even in a drawer under a bed. She was held by her captors for 40 nights at gunpoint and forced to prostitute herself to make them money. With the help of tips, police found the apartment and a scared and shocked Debbie stuffed inside of a drawer. Within hours of being saved, she was reunited with her family. The next example that I'm going to share with you is a 19-year-old girl named Mia, who was also interviewed by ABC Primetime. Mia was approached at her job in a Phoenix, Arizona mall by a couple posing as model agents, promising to give her money to do modeling jobs. These model agents took pictures of her and told Mia to accompany them to California to do more photo shoots, as they put it. Mia's drive to make money and her will to succeed made her board a plane with these individuals, aspiring for a better future for herself. After taking Maya to get her makeup done while in California, they took more photos, but secretly put them up on an escort service website without her knowledge. They moved Maya several times further away from home so no one could track her down. They put her on a prostitution tour with a pimp, advertising her next moves online. After 6 days, she gained the courage to escape by telling her captors that she was going downstairs from where she was being kept to smoke a cigarette. At that opportunity, she ran for her life. These examples show the horror, humiliation, and victimization that those who are trafficked are forced to suffer through. In the past few minutes, I've informed you all of what human sex trafficking is, how big the problem is in the United States, and the 2 examples showing the dangers that are unfortunately associated with being a victim of human trafficking. It just goes to show you how significant and serious of an issue is taking place in our own backyards without anybody even realizing it. Thank you.